everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back with a subscriber requested video for you. So somebody recently asked me to talk about Perfumey vanilla fragrances in my collection, and I actually have plenty of them. I've got 10 here that I'm going to start with, and I'm going to jump right in. I'm going to start with one of the newer ones to my collection, which is this one here from Sugar Me Sweet. This is the fragrance called Wondrous, which is a dupe of the House of Sillage Wonder Woman 1984 fragrance. And this is such a stunning, like, perfumey vanilla. This really, really reminds me of Guerlain Queer Beluga, which I also could have included in this video, but I wanted to give you an affordable alternative to Queer Beluga, since Queer Beluga is like, I don't know, $365 or something. And this one is definitely not anywhere near that. You can get a spray bottle. This one is like, I think these are $12 full price. And this Etsy shop does a shop discount. So if you order like a certain amount, you get a discount. But anyways, this is really beautiful. This is a perfumey, kind of slightly spiced, maybe a touch woody, perfumey vanilla. It's really, really beautiful. The vanilla in the base is like a vanilla extract kind of vanilla, where it's not overly edible, but it's really, really smooth, and it definitely still has some sweetness to it. It's stunning. I absolutely love this one. So this was such a surprise. I did not expect to love this fragrance as much as I do. This is one that I will definitely pick up a full bottle of when I run through this travel spree. It is so good. So anyways, that is the first one. That is the Sugar Me Sweet Wondrous fragrance. Okay, next, I couldn't talk about Perfumey vanillas without talking about Shalomar Milliseim Vanilla Planifolia. This is just one of my most favorite fragrances of all time. This is a perfumey vanilla, but the vanilla in this is a little bit sweeter, a little bit fluffier smelling. Still not edible. It definitely has a very tiny bit of the Shalimar scent profile in here. It's not a lot. It's not overpowering. I think some really like diehard Shalimar fans may not love this because it's not like overly Shalimar heavy. The vanilla really does kind of drown out the Shalimar DNA a little bit. But you can definitely still smell the Shalimar in there. It's just like the most vanilla heavy, like fluffy vanilla heavy Shalimar you've ever smelled. It is absolutely stunning. This is truly one of my most favorite fragrances in my collection. I absolutely adore it. It's such a beautiful perfumey vanilla. And yeah, it lasts forever. It's an amazing scent. So anyways, that is Guerlain Shalomar Milliseim Vanilla Planifolia. Okay, this next one, this is such a good vanilla scent. This is the Tillier Deor Lunfelene fragrance, and this is a very warm, heavy, spiced vanilla. It's got more spices than just cardamom in it, but I get a ton of cardamom. It's like the most pungent, warm cardamom note ever. Almost borderline like rubber tire, if you get what I'm saying, but not quite. It hasn't gone quite far enough to smell like tires yet, but if it were just a tad stronger, it could smell like tires. But it's a really, really strong cardamom heavy vanilla with almost no sweetness in it. It's super, super warm. This is the most perfect like wintertime vanilla. It's so cozy. It is so perfect. Very, very perfumey. There's not anything very edible about this at all. And it's just an absolute stunner of a fragrance. I definitely recommend this if you're not into edible vanillas at all. So anyways, that is the Tillier Deor Lunfelene. Okay, next I have Van Cleef and Arpels Orchid Aven. This is perfumey for sure. This one has a tiny bit more of an edible aspect to it because it's got a really beautiful kind of powdery almond note, kind of like powdery cocoa note. it's kind of like a fluffy chocolate vanilla scent. It has some flowers and some different things in it though, which keeps it from being really edible. It's got an edible quality to it, but it's still very, very perfumey. I love this scent. I think it is stunning. This is as if you mixed Choco Musk with like some other really high-end materials, some flowers, a little bit of almond, and make the chocolate way more like, I don't know, high quality smelling. That's what you get with Orchid Aven. It is just a stunning fragrance. I love it. One of my favorite vanillas in my collection, super perfumey, very classy smelling, such a compliment getter, and I adore this scent. So anyways, that is Van Cleef and Arpels Orchid Aven. Also lasts a super long time, which I will say, almost all of the fragrances that I'm talking about today have really good staying power. I will talk about the ones that don't as we get to them. Okay, next we have, I accidentally pulled out Vanilla Grapefruit thinking that this was my La Vanilla Pure Vanilla, but this works too. La Vanilla Pure Vanilla is just a really beautiful, perfumey, complex, kind of slightly heavy vanilla. The vanilla in this one is not very sweet. It's also got like some flowers in it, but you really just get, and you do kind of get a little bit of like a slightly floral aspect to it, but it's just a really, really perfumey vanilla. La Vanilla Pure Vanilla might be the most perfumey vanilla that I've got in my collection. It's vanilla that is not even remotely edible. It's a tiny bit sweet, but not like, well, I don't want to say a tiny bit. It definitely has some sweetness to it, but it's not overly sweet. It's just a very like complex, warm, perfumey vanilla. It's a hard one to explain. So anyways, this is Vanilla Grapefruit, but we're just gonna pretend it's La Vanilla Pure Vanilla. Okay, this next one, this is a really beautiful perfumey vanilla fragrance. This one just does not perform well at all. This is the Eau de Toilette formulation. I do have a travel spray of the Eau de Parfum formulation as well. This is Skyler Vanilla Sky. This is a really beautiful perfumey vanilla with like an espresso or some kind of a coffee note in it. It's really gorgeous. My liquid has concentrated so much and it's gotten like kind of cloudy. So I don't know if this has gone off or if it's just really concentrated. I've definitely had some evaporation happen over the last couple of years. So I'm gonna have to try this out again, but this one is not a good performing fragrance. It reminds me a little bit of the Memoir Archives Work From Home fragrance. It's kind of in that same ball field. It's just a really beautiful, perfumey, kind of vanilla extract-y type vanilla with like a little bit of a light coffee note to it. It's really beautiful. It doesn't perform very well at all. So anyways, that is Skyler Vanilla Sky. Okay, next is Diptyque Odwell. This is the EDT formulation. I have not smelled the EDP, so I don't know how they compare. This is another one that is kind of, I love this one. This is a little bit masculine leaning. It's got a really soft kind of woodiness to it. Again, it's kind of like a soft, slightly spicy, slightly woody, very slightly masculine, kind of vanilla extract kind of vanilla. Not at all sweet, super warm, classy smelling. I like to wear this one more in the winter time than in warm weather, but this could really be worn all year round, I think. It's such a beautiful vanilla scent, very perfumey, very classy, very unisex smelling, just a really, really gorgeous vanilla scent. So anyways, that is Diptyque Odwell. That is the EDT formulation. Last time I wore this, I think I got about 4 or 5 hours out of it though. So this is another one that isn't a super great performing fragrance for me. Okay, this next one, my beautiful friend Tatiana, I picked this up from her. This is a fragrance from Profumi Defens, and this is Vanilla del Madagascar. This has been reformulated, and this is the reformulated version. I have smelled both versions. This one is definitely like different. It's watered down compared to the original formulation. It's funny because I was not in love with the original formulation. I liked it. I thought it was fine. If I remember correctly, the original formulation of this had a little too much of that kind of bourbon vanilla scent to it that I didn't love as much. Yeah, somehow I like this newer formulation better. This is such a beautiful, sweet, very perfumey vanilla. This is kind of like to me, this is a cross between a kind of vanilla extract-y type vanilla and a fluffy vanilla, but it's really, really perfumey. It's really not an edible vanilla at all, and it's powdery. It's got a little bit of a powderiness to it. I love this one. I love this scent. This one lasts forever on me. I can get a good like 8 to 10 hours out of it, even though it is quite watered down compared to the original formulation. Something about this one just works for me. It just works on my skin, smells good on me. I love the way it smells. This could be a unisex fragrance, especially for men that like a little bit more feminine leaning fragrances. I think that this could work really well. I just love this one so much. So anyways, that is Profumi Defens Vanilla de Madagascar. This next one, my beautiful friend Susan sent this over to me. This is the Kayali Vanilla 28 scent. I bought a small bottle of this years ago, like when it was really, really being hyped up. I didn't love it. Mine was not macerated or aged like well, I shouldn't say macerated. My bottle was not aged like this at all. I decluttered it pretty immediately because I just did not love it. This bottle though that she sent over is so well aged and it is so beautiful. This is this really truly is a very perfumey vanilla. It's got a ton of notes in it. I honestly don't even remember. I do think that the vanilla in this is a bourbon vanilla, if I remember correctly. And this is really perfumey. It's got a bunch of flowers in it. It's a little bit similar to the Wondrous or Queer Beluga. It's that kind of a vanilla. But this is, I would say, a little bit sweeter. The vanilla in this is kind of a little bit sweeter, but this is not an edible vanilla at all. It's like it's pretty complex, very perfumey vanilla. So anyways, yeah, I really like this one. I cannot get a Kayali fragrance to last on me for any time at all. Kayali is just, as a house, they don't work on my skin. Or, well, I shouldn't say they don't work. They smell fine. They just don't last on my skin at all. I cannot get a Kayali perfume to perform on me for the life of me. I can usually get maybe a couple hours out of them, which is fine. I just end up reapplying something else. So anyways, that is Kayali Vanilla 28. And last but not least, we have Laik. Laik Le Parfum. This is another one. This could be unisex. I think anybody could wear this. This is a vanilla. This is like a really perfumey vanilla, but this has got like a West Indian bay leaf note in it that gives it this really beautiful kind of warm herbaceousness to it. This is one of those fragrances that's either going to work for you or it's not. This is not a typical vanilla. This is not an edible vanilla. This is not a gourmand vanilla. This is it's a very like classy, warm, perfumey vanilla. I think it's got a little bit of wood in the base. It's a kind of woody / extracty type vanilla in this one. It's very warm, just really, really beautiful. This is one that you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. I've heard really, really mixed reviews on this. I think because when this one got hyped up years and years ago, and people were running out to buy this one, I think a lot of people were under the impression that they were getting like a gourmand vanilla scent, and that's not what you're gonna get with this one. This is like a slightly herbaceous, kind of slightly woody, very perfumey vanilla. Don't get me wrong, it is definitely a vanilla. The heart of this fragrance is vanilla, and you get that vanilla, but it's just not the type of vanilla that a lot of people, I think, thought that it was. And so there was a lot of disappointment around this one. But I think if you go into this one knowing what you're gonna get, you will not be disappointed because it's beautiful. It's stunning quality. I've had this bottle for years and years. It has not gone off. It still smells the same. It performs incredibly well, and it is beautiful. I have a pretty big dent in mine because I went through a winter where I was just obsessed with this. I wore it like, I think every other day, honestly. I love it. It's just a stunning perfume, one that will literally never leave my collection. I adore it. So anyways, that is Laik Le Parfum. And that is going to be it, guys. Those are 10 Perfumey vanilla fragrances from my collection. I would love to hear about any Perfumey vanillas that you have in your collection. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.